Believing that beauty fades with time is one of the greatest misconceptions taught to women over the years. Most women blame their changing faces when they look in the mirror, but what is actually lost is not beauty. It is the care, value, and devotion they show themselves. What truly ages a woman's face is not time. It is years of putting herself second, extinguishing her own light while carrying the burdens of others. This is a painful but true situation. The day you stop taking care of yourself, it is not your face but your soul that becomes weary. And when a woman's soul becomes weary, even the most radiant beauty becomes invisible. But when a woman chooses to return to herself, that is, when she begins to care for herself again, to value herself, to put herself at the center, it is not just her face that changes. Her voice, her posture, her energy, her entire being changes. Because beauty is not a serum, a cream, or makeup. It is the silent proof of reclaiming oneself, reflected outward. That's why I ask one thing of you and all who are watching. Write only this in the comments: I've come back to myself. When you write this, you won't just be sharing a sentence, you'll also be telling another woman on the same journey, you can come back too. This sentence is small for you, but a powerful start for your transformation. Now take a deep breath, because the beauty we call beauty is already within you. It's just dusty, just forgotten, just waiting to be called back. If you're ready to reconnect with yourself, bring out that glow and take a strong step on this journey. Let's begin. 1. Switch your sleeping position from side sleeping to back sleeping. Sleeping position has a greater impact on facial aging than most women realize. Every night spent sleeping on your side causes microscopic folding of the skin due to pressure on one side of the face, deepening of wrinkle lines, and noticeable marks in the morning. When this pressure becomes a consistent habit over the years, it can even cause facial asymmetry. Sleeping on your back completely eliminates this pressure, allowing equal blood and oxygen flow to every part of the face. This slows down wrinkle formation and preserves natural vitality and radiance. Many dermatologists describe this position as one of the simplest but most effective anti-aging habits. One of the biggest advantages of sleeping on your back is that it prevents damage to the skin barrier throughout the night. When you sleep on your side, your face rubs against the pillow, and the micro-stress applied to the skin can weaken collagen fibers. This becomes more pronounced in women over 40 as collagen production naturally begins to decline. However, when you sleep on your back, your face does not come into contact with any surface, which helps preserve both collagen and elastin fibers. Thus, the skin appears plumper, firmer, and more rested in the morning without losing its structural strength. The back sleeping position also provides a critical improvement in hair and skin hygiene. When you sleep on your side or stomach, oil, product residue, and dirt from your hair come into contact with your face. This contact increases the risk of acne, blackheads, and irritation, especially on sensitive skin. However, a woman who sleeps on her back protects her face from this contact and keeps her hair cleaner without damaging its natural oil balance. This makes the skincare products you apply to your skin much more effective, because your face remains uncontaminated throughout the night and your skin continues to renew itself in a cleaner environment. When you make this simple but powerful change permanent, the difference in your face will become apparent within a few weeks. Morning puffiness decreases, the skin appears more symmetrical, the progression of wrinkles slows down, and the face generally takes on a more rested appearance. By the way, if you like the video and subscribe to our channel, you will be supporting me in the most effective way. 2. Establish a system to drink at least 10 glasses of water every day. Although water is one of the most fundamental sources of beauty, most women are unaware that the cause of dryness, dullness, and tired appearance in their skin is actually low water consumption. Every cell in the body functions with water. Skin tissue in particular is highly dependent on it. When you don't drink enough water during the day, your skin loses its elasticity, lines become more pronounced, and even makeup doesn't spread evenly across the surface. The habit of drinking at least 10 glasses of water a day provides hydration to the skin's deeper layers, making the face appear plumper, more radiant, and younger. A systematic approach to water consumption is much more effective than drinking randomly. The first glass of water drunk immediately upon waking up in the morning awakens the entire cellular system and kickstarts the metabolism, which slows down during the night. This water also reduces morning puffiness by opening up lymph drainage. Drinking 3 to 4 glasses of water by noon speeds up blood circulation, which carries more oxygen to your skin. Creating a water drinking program spread throughout the day makes the skin's radiance cycle much more stable because it nourishes the body in a balanced way rather than all at once. This rhythm creates a noticeable vitality on your face in a short time. As the amount of water consumed increases, the rate at which toxins leave the body also increases. Especially in women over 40, the accumulation of toxins under the skin becomes more visible. This can lead to faster clogging of pores, more frequent breakouts, and uneven skin tone. Regular water consumption is the most effective mechanism for naturally cleansing this buildup. The skin tone brightens, the pore structure becomes smoother, and the face gains a generally clean and purified appearance. In other words, water is an indispensable source for both internal and external cleansing. It provides a holistic purification that even skincare products cannot achieve. 3. Abandon old makeup habits that dull the skin. The most common mistake that can instantly make a woman's face look pale and aged is stubbornly continuing old makeup techniques that have become habitual over the years. These techniques often suppress the skin's true texture, eliminate its natural radiance, and make the face appear more tired than it is. In particular, heavy powder use, thick matte finish foundations, and the piling on technique for concealer create layer upon layer on the skin, accentuating lines and completely erasing the face's radiance. The modern approach to beauty advocates the opposite, not covering the skin, but bringing out its own radiance. Therefore, abandoning old habits creates a freshness on your face that turns back the clock. Old makeup techniques negatively affect not only appearance, but also skin health. Heavy textured products block airflow on the skin, clog pores, and reduce oxygen circulation throughout the day. This eventually causes the skin to appear duller, paler, and more lifeless. At the same time, the natural movement of facial muscles becomes more pronounced under these heavy layers, making lines and expression marks appear deeper than they actually are. In contrast, modern products that are light, thin, and moisturizing allow the skin to breathe, ensuring that the face looks more vibrant, fresh, and youthful throughout the day. The most effective way to change these habits is to apply makeup not to cover up, but to direct light correctly. A light BB cream or thin foundation suitable for your skin, topped with a very light illuminating powder and a strategic touch of highlighter, makes the skin appear both smooth and radiant. Adding a light cream blush to the cheeks provides a much more vibrant look compared to faces covered in matte powder. The rejuvenating effect of cream products is particularly noticeable in women over 40, as cream formulas preserve the skin's naturalness and elasticity. This instantly revitalizes the face. After a month of these changes, the difference in your face will be striking. Your skin will look brighter, lines will appear softer, your facial features will become more defined, and everyone will start saying, "You look so good today," because heavy makeup ages you, while light and proper makeup erases the years. Letting go of old habits adds a freshness to the face you see in the mirror that you never imagined. This small change is a big step toward radically rejuvenating your daily appearance. 4. Create a more youthful silhouette with shoulder stretches that improve posture. One of the habits that makes the fastest difference in a woman's appearance is her shoulder posture. When the shoulders begin to slump forward, the chest narrows, the neck appears short, the face seems to droop downward, and the entire body looks older than it is. However, when the shoulders are pulled back slightly, the chest expands, the face lifts upward, and the entire body transforms into a youthful, energetic, and confident silhouette. This change is possible with just a few minutes of daily shoulder-opening exercises. When you improve your posture, even your skin looks more vibrant because the body's oxygen flow improves and more blood is carried to the facial muscles. Improving your posture not only enhances your physical appearance, but also boosts your energy. A slouched posture reduces breathing capacity and causes less oxygen to reach the body. However, when the shoulders are opened, the lungs expand, breathing deepens, and the body enters a much more lively rhythm. This increases oxygenation of the face, contributing to a more even skin tone, brighter under-eye areas, and a generally more awake appearance. Thus, shoulder stretching movements create both an aesthetic and biological rejuvenating effect. This habit also has a significant impact on self-confidence. A body language where the shoulders are back, the head is held high, and the chest is open sends a powerful message to the environment. I am here. This posture brings back that energetic and powerful woman feeling that has been lost over the years, without you noticing. As you feel stronger, your face also reflects this energy. This invisible bridge between mind and body is the most natural part of beauty. After a few weeks of regularly practicing these movements, you will begin to notice a rejuvenating effect even in your photos. Your silhouette will lengthen, your shoulders will straighten, and your face will look much more vibrant. As you feel how powerful this change is, you will realize that applying the other points in the video will result in an even more impressive overall transformation, because posture is just the beginning. As you unlock other layers of beauty, the effect grows exponentially. 5. Establish a routine of cold compresses to reduce facial puffiness. Facial puffiness not only creates an uncomfortable feeling of swelling, but also causes facial features to appear blurred, skin texture to seem rougher, and an overall more tired expression. Modern dermatology emphasizes that cold compresses applied, especially in the morning, significantly reduce this swelling by quickly constricting blood vessels. The microcirculatory changes created by the cold produce an effect that instantly tightens the skin and defines facial contours. Therefore, regularly applied cold compresses provide not only temporary relief, but also lasting clarity in skin appearance. The main reason cold compresses are effective is that they stimulate lymph flow in the facial area. Fluids that accumulate overnight tend to collect under the eyes, on the cheeks, and along the jawline. Cold application stimulates the lymph channels, which facilitates the natural removal of fluids from the body. The application not only reduces puffiness, but also shrinks pores and results in smoother skin texture. This rapid recovery on the skin surface contributes to makeup staying on better throughout the day, and the skin looking much brighter. To make this habit a regular part of your routine, it is very important to incorporate it into your morning routine. Immediately after washing your face in the morning, a short cold compress lasting 1 to 2 minutes will ensure that your facial features look clearer throughout the day. This practice is beneficial not only aesthetically, but also for personal comfort, especially for people who are prone to water retention. When combined with light massage movements, its effect doubles, giving the skin a firmer and brighter appearance. With regular application of this routine, a noticeable slimming and firming effect is observed in the most prominent areas of the face. Morning puffiness decreases, under-eye bags lighten, the skin looks more refined, and facial features become more defined. Despite its simplicity, cold compresses are a habit that makes a big difference in skin youthfulness. When done regularly, the results are strongly felt in both the short and long term. 6. Use regular omega-3 supplements to strengthen the skin barrier. The skin barrier is our most important line of defense against the outside world. However, most women only realize how critical it is when their skin becomes dry, irritated, or dull. Yet the skin barrier not only retains moisture but also makes the skin more resistant to external factors. Omega-3 fatty acids are one of the most powerful natural supports for repairing the structure of this barrier from within. They strengthen cell membranes, increase the elasticity of skin tissue, and help rebuild the protective layer that weakens with age. Regular omega-3 supplementation accelerates the skin's recovery from the inside out. Omega-3 fatty acids are also unique in reducing inflammation in the body. Chronic low-level inflammation is one of the most invisible yet powerful triggers of aging. It sensitizes the skin, increases redness, and creates a wavy, uneven appearance on the skin's surface. Omega-3 support naturally balances these inflammatory processes. A noticeable reduction in mild redness, particularly around the eyes, cheekbones, and forehead, is one of the first effects of this support. The skin begins to appear calmer, smoother, and more balanced. After 1 month, the changes in the skin become noticeable. Thanks to a stronger barrier, the skin retains moisture better, dryness decreases, redness subsides, and the face generally gains a smoother appearance. The skin's texture becomes more elastic, makeup sits much better, and the face's vitality is preserved longer throughout the day. Omega-3 support is a quiet but powerful tool for any woman who wants to rejuvenate her skin without resorting to cosmetic procedures. When taken regularly, it becomes a long-term beauty investment that significantly enhances the skin's inner glow. 7. Create a luminous look by using the less is more principle in makeup. The less is more approach in makeup is a modern technique that reveals the face's natural beauty rather than hiding it. Its greatest strength lies in achieving a younger, more dynamic and refined appearance by bringing out the face's true radiance rather than covering it up. Instead of applying heavy layers to the face, brightness, freshness, and clarity are achieved with a few strategic touches. This minimal aesthetic both frees the skin and brings the natural architecture of the facial features to the forefront more powerfully. In other words, the goal is not to reduce makeup, but to use it wisely. The basis of this method is to even out skin tone. Applying a very thin foundation, BB cream, or just a spot concealer keeps the skin both smooth and breathable. This way, the natural glow on the skin's surface is not lost. On the contrary, it begins to show more clearly from under the product. Excessive coverage makeup can create an older appearance as it settles into lines with age. However, with the less is more technique, there is no burden on the skin, so lines soften and the face looks fresher. This makes a dramatic difference, especially for women over 35. One of the most striking aspects of this approach is the subtle highlight emphasis on strategic areas of the face. A very light highlighter on the cheekbones, bridge of the nose, under the eyebrows, and above the lips instantly makes the face appear more vibrant and bright. This is a small but powerful touch that allows the face to capture light correctly. Blush and contouring are also kept light in this method. Cream-based products are preferred over powder products because they give a more natural result. A light pink or peach-toned cream blush applied to the cheeks instantly revitalizes the face and gives it a healthy color. A very subtle contouring touch defines the facial features without making them look harsh. This duo enhances the face's three-dimensional structure while keeping the visibility of the makeup to a minimum. This creates a modern and sophisticated look. When this approach becomes a habit, the face appears clearer, brighter, and more modern. Using fewer products not only makes the skin healthier, but also allows makeup to be applied much more quickly. Problems such as product buildup or settling into lines during the day are reduced, and the face looks fresh for hours. The less but clear technique transforms makeup from a mask into a beauty ritual that enhances women's real facial features. This is one of the most effective ways to achieve a natural, light-catching, and elegant look. 8. Choosing a lightweight moisturizer that doesn't disrupt the skin's oil balance. One of the factors that most affects a woman's skin appearance is whether she chooses the right moisturizer. When the wrong product is used, the skin either becomes too oily or, conversely, dry and dull. In both cases, the face's natural radiance is lost, and the skin appears older than it should. A light, non-comedogenic moisturizer that does not disrupt the oil balance supports the skin's own rhythm, creating a smoother, more supple and vibrant surface. Therefore, choosing the right moisturizer is not only about comfort, it is a fundamental step towards a youthful appearance. The most important feature of light moisturizers is that they lock in moisture without weighing down the skin. Water-based or gel-based formulas instantly penetrate the skin and leave no film on the surface. Heavy creams can settle into lines and dull the glow, especially in women over 35. However, the right lightweight moisturizer increases the skin's water-holding capacity and maintains the face's natural radiance throughout the day. This lightweight texture is also an ideal solution for creating a base before makeup, ensuring a smoother application. A product being lightweight does not mean it is ineffective. On the contrary, the most powerful ingredients are often found in this category. Ingredients like hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, and panthenol provide deep hydration without disrupting the oil balance. These ingredients strengthen the skin barrier, reduce redness, and even out the skin's surface. This keeps your face hydrated and radiant all day long with a controlled glow. These lightweight products also allow the skin to achieve a breathable structure. When you begin to notice the difference these lightweight moisturizers make within a few weeks, you will also notice how the effects of your other skincare steps are amplified. 9. Create a regular collagen cycle that tightens the skin. As the skin ages, the most noticeable change is the decrease in collagen. Since collagen is the fundamental building block that provides the skin's firmness and elasticity, when it decreases, the face appears looser, saggier, and duller. Therefore, establishing a regular collagen cycle is one of the most effective ways to rejuvenate the skin. Collagen support positively affects not only the skin, but also the joints and hair, providing an overall feeling of youthfulness. With regular use, the strengthening of skin tissue and the firming of facial contours result in a visible change. The effects of collagen on the skin are not only related to external support, but also to how the body uses it. When collagen is supplied to the body at regular intervals, fibroblasts in the skin are reactivated and natural production accelerates. This is particularly advantageous after the mid-30s, as this is a period when the body's collagen production slows down significantly. A regular collagen cycle balances this natural decline and contributes to skin that looks firmer, more vibrant, and more resilient. The collagen cycle is not limited to supplementation alone. Dietary habits are also an important part of this process. Bone broth, egg whites, salmon, chia seeds, and dark leafy greens are natural sources of collagen, and when consumed regularly, strengthen the connective tissue in the skin. Reducing sugary foods is also an important step in maintaining collagen balance, as sugar can accelerate glycation, a process that causes collagen fibers to harden. This leads to loss of skin elasticity and faster wrinkling. Therefore, both supplementation and dietary changes should be pursued together. At the end of this process, a noticeable change emerges, with the skin becoming firmer, brighter, and more elastic. Facial contours are refined, lines soften, and the overall tone of the skin visibly rejuvenates. The collagen cycle is one of the most powerful routines that supports the skin from within without the need for aesthetic intervention. When regularity is achieved, its effects are visible in both the short and long-term ten. The natural peeling habit that makes lips look fuller. One of the most effective habits for making lips appear fuller is regular natural peeling. The lip surface is thinner and more sensitive than other areas of the skin. Therefore, dead skin cells accumulate quickly and cause the lip color to become dull. This dullness makes the lips appear thinner and less expressive. Natural peeling gently removes this layer, revealing the lips' true color and making their fullness more noticeable. When applied regularly, lips become fresher and smoother in texture. Another impressive aspect of the natural peeling habit is that it improves the structural appearance of the lips over time. The fine lines around the lips become less noticeable thanks to peeling, as blood flow in the area increases and cell renewal accelerates. This renewal makes the lip edges appear sharper and the lip line more defined. Thus, the lips create a younger and more voluminous effect. With regular application, the lip contour becomes more defined and the natural lines appear cleaner. The frequency of peeling should be adjusted according to the individual. Generally, a gentle peeling done twice a week keeps the lips both vibrant and healthy. Excessive peeling can irritate the lip surface, so it is important to establish a balanced routine. Using a hyaluronic acid or natural oil-based lip balm after peeling doubles the effect of the peeling and keeps the lips soft throughout the day. This care is especially important during cold weather, playing a major role in preventing dryness and cracking of the lips. 11. Choosing the right eyebrow shape for a younger and more balanced look. Eyebrow shape is one of the elements that can change a woman's facial expression most quickly and dramatically. Improperly shaped or mismatched eyebrows can make the face appear harsher, more tired, or older than it is. Conversely, the right eyebrow shape harmonizes the face's proportions, makes the eyes appear more open, and adds a natural, youthful effect to the facial expression. Therefore, eyebrow shape is not merely an aesthetic detail, but one of the most powerful building blocks of facial architecture. Determining the correct eyebrow shape is a strategic touch that can make the face appear several years younger. One of the most important criteria when choosing eyebrows is that they fit the natural bone structure of the face. There is an ideal eyebrow shape for every face shape: a soft curve for oval faces, a slightly raised structure for round faces, and a structure that is not sharp but opens upward for square faces creates a more balanced look. This balance gives the face's overall lines a simple yet effective energy. The right eyebrows slim the face, make the eyes more prominent, and make the forehead area look cleaner. Even a difference of a few millimeters can change the entire expression of the face. The correct ratio between the start, arch point, and end of the eyebrow is the most critical element in enhancing facial symmetry. Eyebrows that start too far inward make the nose area appear wider, while too wide a gap can create a dull expression on the face. When the arch point is too high, the face appears aggressive. When it is too low, the eyelid appears more droopy. Therefore, adjusting the three main points of the eyebrow according to facial proportions gives the eyebrows maximum aesthetic power. In professional eyebrow design, these proportions are calculated down to the millimeter. It is also possible to apply the same approach at home. Not only the shape, but also the thickness of the eyebrow directly determines the effect of youthfulness. Overly thin eyebrows make the face appear older and harsher than it is because the natural frame of the face weakens. In contrast, eyebrows that retain their natural thickness are lightly filled in and have balanced gaps make the face appear softer and more modern. One of the most effective optical illusions for rejuvenating the face is cleaning up the lower line of the eyebrow and leaving the upper line natural. This technique makes the eyes appear higher and instantly makes the face look more rested. The eyebrow filling technique is also an important step in determining the look. Instead of completely coloring the eyebrow, drawing fine hair effects in the gaps gives a more natural result. Brushing the hairs upward with an eyebrow setting gel instantly makes the eyes appear more open and the face fresher. This technique creates a slight lifting effect that lifts the face. Even on days when you wear minimal makeup, having the right eyebrow shape makes the face look much more well-groomed and powerful. The right eyebrow shape is not a small change that will be noticed in a few days or weeks. It becomes a long-term balancing element that lifts the entire structure of the face, softens the expression, and makes the eyes look more focused. When your eyebrow shape complements your face, even your skin, eyes, and lips appear more harmonious. Therefore, choosing the right eyebrow shape is not just a beauty detail, but a fundamental aesthetic investment that makes the entire face appear younger and more balanced. 12. Follow a 3-minute morning routine to refresh the under eye area. When you look in the mirror in the morning, puffy or tired-looking under eyes are one of the things that most quickly affect a woman's confidence. Yet the under eye area is one of the most sensitive and quickest to refresh areas of the face. Even a short 3-minute routine can completely change your morning look. Gentle touches to this area accelerate circulation, refresh the skin, and remove the heaviness that has accumulated overnight. This small but effective habit is one of the most natural ways to start the day with a more vibrant and brighter look. At the heart of this routine is stimulating the lymph fluid under the eyes. When we wake up in the morning, the fluid that has accumulated in this area makes the surface appear puffy. Gentle pressure and small circular massages activate the lymph channels, allowing this fluid to disperse naturally. A cold massage tool, light outward sweeping movements with 2 fingers, or ice gel pads visibly open up the under eye area within minutes. What these methods have in common is that they increase blood flow to the eye area, making the skin appear brighter and more awake. Moisture support is also a critical step in this short routine. Because the skin under the eyes is thin, moisture loss is much more noticeable throughout the night. By morning, the area appears drier and more lined. A thin eye cream or a light hyaluronic acid gel instantly softens and firms this area. A few seconds of gentle massage after applying the product helps the skincare product settle into the skin better and also gently wakes up the area. This small touch gives the eye area a renewed, lively expression. This 3-minute routine not only reduces puffiness, but also benefits the fine lines around the eyes in the long term. As circulation increases, the skin receives more oxygen and the tissues in the area are nourished more regularly. With regular use, you will notice that the under-eye tissue becomes smoother and makeup products settle better, especially when using foundation or concealer. The problem of lines filling in is reduced. This gives the eye area a more youthful tone. The nice thing about this routine is that it requires no special equipment or expensive products. Your hands, a cold spoon, a small stone applicator, or even 2 cotton pads stored in the refrigerator will do the job. The important thing is that the massage is gentle, the direction is outward, and the duration is regular, not exceeding 3 minutes. This way, the eye area does not tire or become irritated and recovers completely naturally. This small morning habit becomes the fundamental source of the freshness that accompanies your facial expression throughout the day. When you incorporate this short routine into your life, you will begin to notice that your eyes look much fresher in the morning, your expression is clearer, and your face looks more rested overall. When the under-eye area wakes up, the energy of the entire face changes because the eyes are the first thing people notice about a person's beauty. This 3-minute care routine transforms into a warmer, more vibrant, and more confident expression that you carry throughout the day. Beauty isn't as complicated, expensive, or unattainable as people think. When you look at yourself, you realize that it's not just the products that determine every small change on your face. The real power lies in the conscious steps you take for yourself. When these small but consistent steps come together, a light shines on your face, not one that is obvious, but quiet and effective. This light reminds you, first and foremost, of yourself. It reawakens that inner voice saying, "I'm still here." Every habit that listens to your skin, supports your body, and strengthens your life rhythm is actually one of the purest promises you make to yourself, because someone who takes care of themselves gathers not only their exterior but also their interior. With every step, you feel a little fresher, a little clearer, and a little stronger. When you regularly practice these 12 steps, the change in your face becomes as visible as the change in your spirit. You begin to radiate a calmer, more composed, and more "I am here" energy. And the best part is, the source of this transformation is not the outside world, but entirely you. Not the cream, not the technique, not the trend. It is the way you touch yourself that gives you the real power. That's why, when you start to feel that real change spreads from the inside out rather than from the outside in, beauty becomes not just an appearance, but a posture. Like every woman who embraces her own light, you too will start to feel more balanced, more confident, and most importantly, much more like yourself. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it and subscribe. It truly supports the growth of this channel and encourages me to bring you even more meaningful content. Take care of yourself, stay gentle with your heart, and remember that every small step you take toward your own well-being creates ripples far beyond what you can see. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll continue walking this journey of strength, beauty, and inner growth together. And never forget this: women are the ones with the power to change the world. Boldly forge your own path and savor every moment. Your voice matters, your presence matters, and the way you choose to live your life can inspire more people than you'll ever realize. Keep shining, keep choosing yourself, and keep moving forward with courage.